All right, so when you're going to do your thread, what you want to do is you want to take about a yard. And the standard measurement for a yard when they first started doing this was basically from the tip of the king's nose to the tip of the king's fingers. And that was a yard. So every time they got a new king, their standard yard would change. And that's how they sold like all their cloth and stuff like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to do about a yard of it, because if you get too much bigger than this, what you'll end up doing is it'll all end up in knots and it'll be that hot mess that you saw in the back of the other one, of the blue jeans. So then you thread it, and these are nice wide eyes, so that makes it a little bit easier. You pull it through, and then we have a couple of things that we're doing. When you do sewing, you'll double it up and you'll knot it up. And when you're doing embroidery, you're going to want to make it just one string. You're going to make it just one string. So that means you're going to put a knot in one end of this. This longer piece is called the working thread, and the shorter piece is going to be your tail. So what you're going to do is you're going to loop it around your finger. You're going to send the end of this through once and then twice. And what will end up happening at that point is it will make a nice little knot that'll stay on the back side of your fabric, and generally that works. So what you end up doing is you end up sewing. You want your tail to be like this, kind of, and then when you start running out of thread, then you start pulling the needle further up it. And you kind of hold on to that part, and that's what keeps it there. You will not believe how many people come up to me and they take and they tie a knot right up next to their needle. And that doesn't work. What that ends up doing is by pulling that knot through the fabric, you're like tearing that fabric apart. You'll end up with a big hole, and it looks like garbage when you're doing your stuff. So the knot goes in the end of the working thread, and then you have a tail. So you all can come up here, pick whatever color you want. Do me a favor and try not to make too big of a mess with this, because like I said, this project has the potential to be a hot mess. And I get all these dust bunnies on the floor of a bunch of different strings. So, and then you'll be sad